2022. I am at the start of a very rough journey. I am gonna go ahead and start on Accutane. I've researched it, I looked everywhere, I've tried everything. Um, got a lot of skin problems, and it just I just look bad. I've dealt with acne for years. I actually had a little bit of a break. I was excited. I was like, oh wow. Oh my gosh, I have barely anything on my face. But now, don't know what happened. I don't know if it's stress. I don't know if just because I'm in my 30s now, I'm 32. And all of a sudden, everything just was not working anymore. So I have to do something. Um, I feel like it looks really bad, and it's never really, I won't say it's never been this bad. It has not been this bad since I was in high school. And at that time, I was called chocolate chip cookie dough face. You can imagine being a teen, especially a young female, that can bother you. Never understood why. I've really tried everything. If you want to just take a gander at my many products, I love beauty products, but I try to do things that are sensitive. But some of the things that I've tried, we'll take a look. Corrective. See? Corrective. Mark fading pads. Clean and clear. Continuous oil control. Doesn't work. Neutrogena Naturals. Gentle, purifying, gentle facial cleanser. Made it worse. I even tried a julep mask, try to pull all the excess oil out. Didn't work. Here's the other part of the Proactive. I have many cases of that. Even ventured out and tried Mary Kay. I have one that they said makes you just look awesome, and it doesn't work. Clinique. Try some Clinique products. Didn't work. Resorted to trying to just wash with gentle, wipes or something. Didn't work. Made it worse. What else? Clinda gel, didn't work. Differin, didn't work. Epiduo, didn't work. Right now using Cetaphil, no, not working either. And then the lotion, try to get something gentle, that doesn't work. Minocycline, that's the antibiotic I was given, and it didn't work. Made everything worse. And so I started breaking out really badly like this maybe about a month ago. Hadn't had anything like this in I don't know how long, but it just kind of has been really bad, and just looks awful. I do have that really bad cystic acne, so you can see right here that thing is probably going to erupt tomorrow. Isn't that lovely? All through my hairline. I don't put oil in my hair. I tend to just usually wash it and gel, but I make sure not to, pollute my hairline, and it just never fails. It always is something. And I also had this thing erupting and up and down, and will go down and come back up for about 3 weeks now. This one too, also. This too has been bothering me. This was a horrible one. So is this and this. This was this. This definitely was. You see there's a couple big ones right here. It even gets to my ears. It's underneath my chin. It's behind my ears. It's back here. It's never been behind my ears. It's back behind my ears. It's my chest. I have chest acne. I have not had chest acne since I was a teenager, and this has popped up in the last few days, or last 3 weeks. My arms, horrible. Acne. Yeah. I will admit I'm a bit of a picker. I pick because my nerves are bad. I try to relax. I try to do everything possible. Don't touch it. But they get dry, and I feel it, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And I'll try to put something on it, and then it's just bad. This stuff here, just red and nasty. So I am fed up. I've tried everything possible. Nothing's really working. And it makes you feel really self-conscious. I've been looking and perusing at YouTube about this stuff for a while, and I can't find any really good video diaries about people's decision to do this. And I've not really had a good example of people of color, a woman of color in my age range that is having all of this. I don't want to take on makeup for the rest of my life, and my makeup is extensive. I have Clinique, I have Mary Kay, I have Bare Essentials, I have every possible makeup. I've tried different ways to put it on. I've tried washing brushes continuously. I've tried light coverage, but I can't leave the house looking like this. I deal with people face to face every day, and I just can feel them looking at me like, what is going on? Did she have an allergic reaction? What is the problem? This is bad. I noticed this side, my right, which usually is my place that I sleep, is worse versus my left, which looks like it's kind of got a little bit over time, but it still has problems. So yeah, I've been to the dermatologist. It is a very extensive thing to do. You have to make sure you're not pregnant, take a test, go see the doctor, they assess you, this is what you've got going on, how long have you had it, take this medicine, try it out while you're waiting. You have to wait 30 days. I went on and signed my life away, seeing like a big, long, extensive book called I Pledge. It's very popular. Everybody talks about it. You have to go to a specific person to have this medicine prescribed because it's so serious. So it's just got a lot of significant side effects, and it's just important that you make sure that you do what you need to do to be safe while on the medicine. What I decided was that I would go ahead and just take the minocycline, which was 100 milligrams twice a day. Take the antibiotics, oral antibiotics, and use the topical gels to see if that was going to help any. And it made it 10 times worse. And I know it gets worse before it gets better, but I was already really bad, and it made it much, much worse. Hence, this is where we're at. This horrible look. Normally, it's just going to be here when you're hormonal. When you're in your adult years, you normally will have just this part. I was the lucky one to get both the T-zone and a beard. So I got fed up. So I went to my dermatologist. Dermatologist did my first urine pregnancy test, which of course was negative. You have to have another one before you can start the medicine. I went on and had my blood drawn. Actually just did all this stuff today. Had the blood drawn, got the prescription, got tons of awesome samples. Cetaphil, Eucerin, Aquaphor, Dove, Baby Neutrogena, SPF, all wonderful things. A tip, just because I work in healthcare, I'm pretty sure most people know that since there have been some changes in healthcare that you cannot purchase over-the-counter things like your creams and lotions and potions and things like that without a prescription. So, and some of those things can be costly. Like I think the Cetaphil that I got was like $16 for the big thing, and it's not too bad if you're going to use it for some time. But if you have a flex savings account, like a card or a health savings account, you can use that as long as you have a prescription for the thing that is over the counter. And it does need to be very specific. So when you go to your dermatologist, if they are willing to do that for you, ask them, can you write me a prescription for the specific things that I need in the event that it's just a little too costly to keep up with those. I don't know how much I'm going to go through, but I'd rather have it on hand than to be dry, as I've seen everybody say it's dryness, dry, your nose, your lips, your body, and I just don't want that problem. So I want to be prepared. Waiting for labs to come back, I will take my prescription. I'm going to be doing the Absorbica, and she is starting me out at 30 milligrams a day. I will take that once a day, and then I'm pretty sure that I'll be bumped up to a larger dose once I return. I'll be going back November the 6th, and I have my other lab slips so I can get my labs done before I go, so we know that we're all good and everything's okay. I can keep going on it. I went back and forth with this for some time. I've been told by a couple people, just go on Accutane. Well, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. But then it just got really bad. And I'm like, I can't make this go away. I've tried everything. It's not working. I'm tired of slathering on a bunch of makeup. At the end of the day, my makeup looks, ugh. Whether I use primer, if I use primer, it makes me more oily. Things pop up everywhere. Everything. It's just bad. And sometimes I just don't. Like, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So I know that the Accutane is not going to clear up all of this scarring, but at least what it will do is prevent any further breakouts from occurring due to my extra oily skin. Like, if I were to put, like, the Starbucks napkins, if you take the napkins, because sometimes I'm really oily and don't have anything with me, but if you take the napkins and if I were to put it on my face, it would come back and it would be, like, covered, one, in makeup, two, oil, like an oil slick everywhere. Horrible. So I'm going to do my best. I'm a single mom and I am in school full time and I work full time. So I'm going to do my best to give a really good video blog of what this process is. It's not easy. It's a hard decision to make. There are a lot of risks. You are taking a very big risk doing this, but it's at this point in time a risk I am willing to take so that I can stop with all of this stuff. If there's any questions or you have any questions about what I'm using, I'm still going to try to figure out exactly what works for me. I have a lot of samples and I've already been using like the sensitive soap and the Cetaphil I've been using for 2 months now, and it's just I just keep having the breakouts. So I will kind of figure out a regimen. I will upload that information as well. Anytime I go to the doctor, I'll let you know, and subscribe. If you're going through it, let's talk. I understand. You can feel so lonely on this journey when no one really gets what you're dealing with, but it's hard, but you can do it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna get these 5 months done, and I'm gonna be that much closer to having better, clearer, more beautiful skin. So I will catch up with you in the next week, as I am going to start the medicine tomorrow. After they check my labs and I pick up my script in the morning, I will be starting on tomorrow, and we will follow up on next Thursday and see how it's going. Bye. Thanks a lot. See you later.